Hey, this is Greenbean, and back with another battle. This is against someone on the Serebii Wi-Fi Chat again. His name's Jaye. Well, I'm pretty sure it was Wi-Fi Chat. So yeah, anyway, here we go. So I start off with my regular Glade lead. He brings out a Bronzong, and I knew it would have Stealth Rock or something, so I taunted it. And it was actually going for a Calm Mind. So now I'm like, alright, let's beat this fool up. So I go for a close combat, but he switches out to Starmie. Now this was pretty sweet because my close combat did just under half. And so I was thinking, okay, maybe I can kill it with a Shadow Sneak, it's super effective. And I end up taking out his Starmie at like about half health with the Shadow Sneak, which was freaking awesome. So now he brings out Flygon, and I'm like, uh-oh, better switch out to Tangrowth. I was expecting Earthquake, but he uses Outrage for some reason, and I take the hit pretty crappily. Like, that could have been done better. But, yeah, so he goes for the Outrage again, and I go for the knockoff to take out his Life Orb, because I know he's orbed. That's why he's doing so much damage. So I knock off his Life Orb, and now he's confused. So I'm like, okay, he's confused. Let's see if he can hit himself, and I'll sleep him. So he does end up hitting himself, which is nice, but my Sleep Powder misses. So I just get a turn of nothing. And then he snaps out of confusion and U-turns, which brings me down to 8 health, and I go for the Sleep Powder again. And he brings out Magmortar, but my Sleep Powder doesn't hit, so I'm like, okay, well, I better switch out. So I switch out to my Lantern to absorb whatever he's going to dish out, and he uses Thunderbolt, which I easily absorb. Then he switches back out to Bronzong as I go for the Surf, in case, you know, he stayed in. But that doesn't really do anything to his Bronzong. So I switch out to my Rhyperior, and he sets up Stealth Rock, and so I'm like, okay, well, I guess I'll take a turn to set up Stealth Rock as well. So he Calm Minds and I Stealth Rock, so I get a free Stealth Rock turn, which isn't always nice. That's always appreciated. And then he goes for another Calm Mind, and I go for a Stone Edge, because I just want to see how much I can do to this thing. And I end up not doing a lot, so I'm like, okay, better switch out here. So I switch out to my Glade, and he goes for another Calm Mind, and I go for the Close Combat, I believe. Oh no, I go for the Destiny Bond, assuming he's gonna hit me with Gyro Ball or EQ or whatever. And he wasn't strong enough to actually kill me, so I taunt and he explodes. So either way, we both died. So no loss on my part. We both would have died anyway. So that's actually awesome. So yeah. And then I bring out my Lantern, and he brings out his Flygon, and I switch out because I was anticipating an Earthquake, but he uses Outrage again, which I find really bizarre. But hey, what can I do? So he knocks out my Honchkrow, and so I bring up my Rhyperior because I know he's stuck in Outrage for a few turns, and I know I can survive, and I just want to take it out, so I go for the Avalanche because one, it's faster, and so that means I'll get double power from Avalanche, which is always good. A little Lefty's Recovery, knocked out the Flygon. And he brings out Scizor, and I know that I can take his Brick Break that he's packing. I figured he was packing it because of Solid Rock and my high defense, so I go for the EQ after easily absorbing his Brick Break. And that does like a nice chunk of damage. I know one more EQ and he's gone, and I know he's going to try and Brick Break me again, but I'll be able to survive it. So I go for the EQ. I easily absorb his Brick Break, and I EQ and knock out his Scizor, which was sweet. Rhyperior can definitely help a battle really easily, like woot. So he brings out Magmortar, and I thought I was packing Cross Chop for whatever reason, and it wasn't until about here that I realized it's Spec'd. I didn't quite realize this before, so he gets a Focus Blast on me, easily knocking me out. But now that I know he's Spec'd, I bring out my Lantern so I can absorb whatever, and he goes for the Focus Blast and misses as I Thunder Wave him. And then I use Surf, because I'm like, okay, let's knock this fool out. But he somehow survives with like 1 health, maybe like 10. He goes for the Focus Blast again and misses, and I don't know what he's going to do, so I go for Ice Beam in case he does decide to switch, but he doesn't, so I knock it out there. yeah, that was pretty lucky, I suppose, on my part. So now he brings out Tyranitar, and I'm like, oh snap, Tyranitar. I go for the Surf, thinking I can kill it, maybe, or do enough damage to ensure I kill it next turn. But he gets a crit Stone Edge on me, again with the crits, killing me, and my Lantern dies. Now I send up my Blaziken, and I was praying to God that this superpower would OHKO him. And does it? Drum roll. Yeah, it does. Goodbye, Tyranitar. So yeah, very good battle, Jay. I enjoyed the mixed up team there, so rate, comment, sub, and thank you. Yeah. Oh, one more thing. If anyone wants to battle me on YouTube, just PM me and I will accept your challenge. Yeah, totally. Alright, so thanks. Bye.